Hello and welcome. You are gaming with me, Brothgar, and today I have some more Loadout Weapon Crafting action for you. Now, I have actually had about a week off of creating Loadout Weapon Crafting content for my channel, and this will be my 50th video. So I've decided to kind of do something a little bit special. It's going to be a little bit of a longer episode, and I've also kind of thought, you know, how could I go ahead and make this series a little bit more interactive and a little bit bigger and better than it's ever been before. And part of that is kind of an initiative that I'm calling out Loadout Reloaded. And the idea behind this is that I'm actually going to go ahead and try to condense a lot of people's recommendations into one video, as opposed to just trying to pick one recommendation and working just specifically with that, although I think I might still interchange the two. But the idea is that because I sometimes will actually call out a recommendation that you guys give to me, and then I don't go ahead and address people that have recommended about the same thing before that, and I kind of feel like I'm leaving some people out. So let's head on over to the comment section and see what we have today. Alright, so here's the comment section that I've actually copied from my list of comments that you guys are leaving on my videos, and I got to admit, you guys are leaving lots and lots of comments, and I am absolutely loving it. And I have to go through, and I want to make sure that I'm processing all of these, so I'm actually copied it all into a Google document, and then I go through and highlight certain ones that people are recommending so that I can kind of catch that in my eye, because this is like a catch-all for all comments across all my videos. But today's topic is actually all about remote controlled launchers. So I've gone through and I've actually used kind of a search filter, which is how I'm actually sorting through all your comments, because you guys are that awesome. I actually use Control F, and in case you're ever using like Google Chrome, this is a great way to find something. Like if I wanted to do launcher, then it's going to pop up and it says there are 3 launchers that are in this document here, and I can just roll right through them and it will automatically go to them. So that's why I'm sorting it. At any rate, let's focus on the comments today. Super Duper Mon says, Brothgar, you should make a video on remote controlled launchers, which is exactly what I'm doing. Manson goes on to say, I have been trying to do RC scuttle launchers, and I don't think I'm actually going to get to that in this video. But that's definitely an idea for the future. So I've been thinking about making a video on scuttle launchers as well. But anyhow, let's go on here. Tallyman says, Dear Brothgar, an interesting build I developed. I'd like your thoughts on improving the design. And basically, it's a launcher, remote-controlled, agile round, and the rest is up to you. So let's go ahead and take his comment here and see what you guys can add to his thought process, and then I can regurgitate it back to him to kind of give him a couple of ideas that are going to be really good for remote controlled launchers. So Jacob Wu here recommends a heavy launcher with a standard stock, semi-auto, impact, or sticky, depending on what choice I want to make there, explosive round, so it's definitely going to be kind of a dense one big explosion, and then he's going to use pyro here, which is going to do a lot of damage. But the trick here is that it has to be remote controlled and it has to be manual. So there's going to be some thought in that, but the idea of manual is that you can actually get a lot closer to the target and then ideally get more damage on them, especially since it is a super slow round, which would normally blow up a lot sooner and you wouldn't get that full effect. So manual is something that you're going to have to be thinking about. We'll try that out. But he says here the general idea is that I guess it's going to damage the opponent from a distance, let's say a sniper or something of that sort, and then they're going to finish them off with something like a Tesla pulse or similar sorts. And then the thing he also goes on to mention is that it leaves you vulnerable, which is definitely something I've discovered as I've been playing here with launchers, is that, yeah, people can come up to you and just straight up kill you or troll you or whatever they want to do. So he likes to have a carefully hidden spot here and then use a turret to protect him, or you can hear the turret activate, and that's another indicator. So now he says this build goes on to work particularly well in the situation of domination and or blitz. So I'll definitely be trying that out for you, Jacob Wu. Now, Nick here also recommended an RC launcher build that he wants me to try out. He says he got 72 kills in one round, which sounds ridiculous, or maybe the world's longest round ever. Maybe that could happen in Annihilation or something of that sort. The idea here, though, is that he has a minigun, which I'll show you right here. This is a lot like my new Broth 5.0, except for it's using standard slugs instead of the Tesla rounds that I normally use. And then he goes on to show me his Deathbringer, which is a remote controlled tube launcher with the semi-auto trigger and then the super slow proximity and explosive sticky. So that's great because you can use it as a mine layer or you can actually just go ahead and target those enemies, and you really don't have to worry about manually triggering it. You could probably let it go if you really want to. There's a fire and forget feature that comes with the proximity aspect to that, but I'll be trying that out as well in that combination, and I believe I'll be using the minigun, but it's going to be my own version of it in combination with what Jacob Wu has already recommended. Now my final recommendation comes from Chris here, and he says, can you try out a launcher standard remote controlled hexa salvo health, which is crazy, corkscrew sticky proximity flag. It just sounds like the most ridiculous remote controlled launcher ever, especially when you're talking about using it as a healing weapon. But we're going to give it a shot for you, Chris, and I will name it after a bird. So let's go ahead and head on over into weapon crafting and see how these weapons break down. All right, so here's the weapons that we have for today. Now, first up on the block is Broth Wu, aka named after Jacob Wu. So I'm going to go ahead and customize this for you. The standard stock is what we're going to be using. The remote controlled as well, improved heavy, because that's where I'm at with the improved heavy, basically because of Brim Broth and the amount of times I've killed people with that. Then the improved semi-auto. All in all, this gives me a total damage of 100.55. This again is pyro, and what I would normally know as super agile, but it is super slow. In this case, impact, I'm thinking I'm actually going to go with sticky. I might, I don't know. If you're gonna impact them, there's a couple of different thoughts. I think if you go with sticky, that's going to be an interesting dynamic that I can actually use it as a mine layer. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that option, which he did give me. So let's go ahead and test this weapon out. I'm thinking this is going to be absolutely awesome. Obviously, I get to fly everything around and kind of get used to that. And I'm going to want to make sure I'm activating that as close as possible to the actual enemy itself. So let's go ahead and give this a different try. What happens if I just landed on this guy's face right there? Oh, that is just mean. Now, rather than happening on impact, that means I can control it myself. So that's kind of an interesting, that's more of a troll move, really, at that point. Now, if I hold down the right trigger and fire, I can then let go of the right trigger and it'll continue on itself. And now that that's manual, you just wait for the enemy to come back and blow it up when they get there. It's kind of an interesting aspect to it. I'm not so sure that's the way to go, but that's how I'm thinking I'm actually going to test this weapon out. Again, proximity might be a better idea if I was actually running sticky than, you know, I might just be better off with impact. But I like the idea of being able to stick it to people. It is just mean. So we'll go ahead and land this up here and then just blow it up on them. Now that person is just going to cook down all day long. Obviously you can roll and stuff to kind of reduce that damage a little bit, but the idea is that you're going to back it up with something and end the enemy's life that way. So guess what, I'm actually going to take this and run back to impact and just test that out real quick as that is as well. So if I just land this right on the player, that's going to do a ton of damage to him. Or if I drive it right between them and then activate it there, same sort of deal. That's kind of the idea. It takes a little bit of thought, a little bit of planning, but I like the idea of actually having manual control. So there it is. That is Broth Wu, recommended by Jacob Wu, and I will be trying that in conjunction with New Broth Reloaded, which is basically going to be my New Broth 5.0, but using standard slugs. So I really haven't changed anything there. Now this brings me into Nick's recommendation, which is Deathbringer. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Obviously we already kind of know what it looks like, but what he's going for here is a different tactic than Jacob is actually going for. He's actually doing direct damage and no cooking at all. So you're only going to get 80 damage, which is still a ton of damage if you can hit the enemy, but he's also using sticky and proximity, so that's going to be more of a mine layer, and that is, I've actually tested that out a few times, and if you accidentally run into one of these bad boys, I mean, that's a bad day for you. And you'll be seeing me actually in gameplay using that to my advantage, depending on where I'm actually going to place that actual mine itself. And since it's not like 100 mines, it's a little less, like, it's a little harder to see. Obviously, you can see the green thing, but you'll see it definitely come in handy there. But all in all, it's just a huge amount of damage, and then I'm going to come in with that Gatling pulsar and just finish them off. It's only going to take about 3 rounds to really finish anybody off. Actually make that 4, because it does around 6 damage per bullet. So I mean, there you go, 4 out of 100 bullets. That's all you need to do is finish somebody off if you hit them straight up with Deathbringer. I mean, that's going to be a cool combo, and the whole idea behind an actual like remote operator as far as the rockets go is to kind of be that person that's, you know, you're not in the fray of the fight, which is different for me. You're going to be kind of back, and you're going to be kind of a anti-sniper is one role, or you can kind of be support for the flag runner, or you can kind of be chasing people down with that round. Now, the super slow might be kind of a drawback for that, because you can tell the actual speed that people run is kind of almost pretty similar to what the round runs itself. It's not that much faster, so there is kind of a drawback in having such a slow round or projectile as opposed to, let's say, agile. But then again, you're dropping a big amount of damage at that point. But let's go ahead and just test it out for the sake of it. Now this does move a fair bit faster. Not going to do as much damage though. You're going to need to hit them twice as much with your secondary weapon. But I'm thinking that might help you in kind of a jackhammer situation to chase somebody down. But as he's mentioned, super slow. And just for the sake of it, let's go ahead and throw on Scuttle and test that out real quick, which is just kind of fun. That, of course, does around 73 damage, so that's a fun alternative to that super slow as well. And the final weapon that we have for tonight is going to be Terrance, aka named after the Angry Bird, the big fat green one from the Space Edition of the game. And that is Chris's recommendation here, which is that crazy salvo healing weapon that you drive around. I mean, this thing is wild. I don't even know what to think about it. I'm not so sure it's going to be all that effective. I don't see many people using launchers, especially remote launchers, when it comes to healing. But then again, if you're playing like a support class and you got to really heal people up as they're running like different things, and you're, I don't know, maybe you get a really big map and somebody's running the flag and you just want to hit them up with health. I mean, this is going to work out pretty good for that. I mean, it really is just like a giant green mist just coming down. And you can heal a ton of area. So, I don't know. We'll see. That could be kind of interesting on a couple different maps. But then again, you're going to have a main weapon that is really going to be all-purpose. Which, again, I'm going to be using that slug pulsar Gatling gun to really just kind of be like an all-purpose weapon. And that weapon does work pretty good at all ranges. You can be kind of an anti-sniper with the laser-guided system. You're pretty good at mid-range, and you still are effective at close range, although you're not going to be as effective as, let's say, a shotgun or a rifle Gatling, or maybe even a launcher at that point. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see how it all works out. I will be trying this out. It'll probably be near the end of the video, though, as my first two loadouts are going to be testing both Jacob's and Nick's recommendations here. Now, one thing I have noticed with this that is actually kind of useful, if I do the salvo thing and I'm holding down the right trigger, and if I let go of both triggers at the same time, I pretty much launch it blind. So that works out pretty good if I just need to do that and get into the action real quick. But let's head on over into some games and see how this all works out. Alright, so the loadouts that I'm going to be running tonight is going to be Brim Broth and then New Broth Reloaded, as opposed to Gats Broth with some jump boots, because I feel like that's a pretty solid build in the case that things are getting a little bit hairy and I just need to pull out something that I'm definitely familiar with. First up is going to be Nick's loadout here, which is going to be Deathbringer and then New Broth Reloaded with a turret buddy to defend myself. Another alternative to this is to actually use a buff grenade, and I might actually look into using that as well to kind of give myself a 20% damage boost, which is obviously going to make that launcher that much more powerful. However, it's not going to push it to a instant kill round, unfortunately, much like it would if you were running Brothwoo. Obviously, that is already 100 damage, but if you put that buff grenade on it, you're talking about 120 damage for that round alone, and that is absolutely devastating, especially when you figure that Pyro is then going to transfer to other players that they run into. But then again, it's a double-edged sword when it comes to flag capture, because it can end up hurting your own teammates. But all in all, that's the first rounds I'm going to be running with, and then I will be trading in Chris's weapon here later on in the video. One thing I will mention to you guys is that in Loadout 3.0, they talked about EXP stacking, or the buffs that you get. In this case, I am using a Bluets buff, but what it does is it stacks the time. So if you buy one day, and then you buy another day, it becomes 2 days. It doesn't become 4 times the amount of Bluets, it just becomes the longer time. So unfortunately it doesn't work that way, but that's how it works, so you guys know. First up, we are doing Domination on Trailer Park at night, so I'm going to go ahead and roll Deathbringer's Nick's weapon. Alright, looks like it's clear, so I'm going to go ahead and head in here. We are going to use New Broth Reloaded here. Let's see if we can't make a move on C. Just in case, I'm going to fire this off. There's definitely an enemy over here. All I got to do is get close. Well, unfortunately, I didn't quite get close enough to him. So that's just going to be a mine now. He's over here. Now I could, in this case, use this to kind of fight back. Oh, but he's already dead. Come on. There we go. Good place for a turret is right here. Kind of defend this up. One thing I've noticed, okay, now this is actually something that is really useful. You can place mines on your own turrets. And I'll show you what that does for you. Okay, now that guy's got a real nasty beam weapon. I'm using the all-purpose here. But, unfortunately, they were beaming me from the back, so that didn't work out too well for me. I gotta crank up the volume.
The enemy has scored. They are now in the lead.
Alright, so 750 to 735. We have an enemy coming in. Ooh, I didn't mean to run that. Oh, looks like my turret, though, decided to help me out. Now, this is what I was talking about right here. Okay, see, now I've put a nice, big, fat explosive on that round itself. So if I were to shoot this, it should blow up on the enemy. If an enemy comes in to melee it, he'll take 80 damage. At least that's the idea. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. So I'm going to use that to my advantage here, hopefully. Try to draw them back in. Come on. Come on, go for the melee. Ah. Got him. Now it's for his healing buddy. Yes! New Broth Reloaded doing a good job there. I could see how you'd get 72 kills with this combination. But I do have an enemy over here. I feel like I'm still exposed though, but I'm gonna go inspect him. Boom! Big old hit. I'm gonna collect health on the way, and then finish him off before he captures my flag. Well, it looks like he already did, but looks like my teammates took him out just fine. I'm gonna place a mine here at the entrance just in case, because I feel like they might be coming from A. Nope, looks like they're coming from the other direction. Come on, buddies. Yeah, there we go. New Broth Reloaded, definitely a very good weapon here. This is kind of a hidden spot. I see my friends over here getting damage on C. We're gonna crank it around. Oh, big old hit. Oh, but the enemy's found me. I haven't set up my turret to defend me. Oh, kill streak of 5. But I've run out of health. I tell you what, Nick, this is definitely working out. I really have to kind of get used to using that rocket because it changes how I play the game. I definitely have to rely a lot on my main weapon here, which again, you have picked an excellent weapon. Oh, a little melee action. Always does good. It's a good spot for a mine right there. Maybe another one over here. Taking damage from one of those, and then my turret, that's going to do you in real quick. But regardless, I'm going to need some health. Looks like I got some over here. I don't know why I was looking around, like I'm going to look around that actual thing. Maybe it's like I'm getting used to maybe getting one of those Oculus Rifts one of these days. I'm looking around and doing that. That's going to be awesome. Can you imagine having an Oculus Rift on this game? You would be so sick. Oh, I noobed it up big time. I should have had that guy. What up, man? I got the DPS to just sit there and take you down. You as well. Where's your buddy coming from, though? I'm missing a lot with this gun, which is kind of unfortunate, just because I haven't used it a lot recently. I haven't actually played this game for... That was a Fux pack there that I ended up using. That is FUX, by the way. Aptly named because you don't want to use it. And I knew it was bad, too. But now that I know they're over at B, this is a bad spot to be standing out here alone, but yeah! That's alright. It's alright. Black Star as well. Come on.
All captures remain.
Whatever, I'll just plant it there. You can really go around and defend your different flags here. Hey, what up, guys?
2 captures remain.
Oh, working really good. I love that combination. It's nice because you can use walls to your defense here, and since Loadout is all about cover, having that RC option is huge. Brothgar smacked down somebody? Awesome. Oh, got enough rebounds to kill that guy right there. Sweet. Nick, this is absolutely working out great. I'm loving this combination. At first, when I was using the RC rocket, I wasn't so crazy about it. But after a round like that, I could definitely see the potential and use for a remote-controlled rocket launcher. And look at that kill-to-death ratio. Just like you were talking about, 12 kills in that short amount of time, 4.0 kill-to-death ratio because you are using so much cover to your advantage. Alright, so we are playing Jackhammer, and I am going to be testing out Jake Woo's combination now. Now, this is Spire's map, so it is a big map, and he was saying how well it works on big maps. But when it comes to Jackhammer, I'm not so sure how this is going to work out as well, but we'll see here. It should be pretty effective. Now, again, I don't have the ability to make this sticky, which I would like to do because then I can place it on the flag, but we'll see how this all works out.
Your team has taken the
I do see an enemy down here. Looks like he's already taken out the enemy.
Your team has dropped the hammer.
Oh, I'm gonna have to be really careful.
Your team's hammer has been returned.
I have to figure out how to actually use this in kind of an aggressive way. Oh, laying down a lot of damage here. So now all I got to do is track him down. Got him. Now I got to take care of this guy, which I'm not going to be able to. Whew, just enough time. All right, turret, do your thing. All right. This is going to take a lot of thought here. Usually I like to gun on the run, but then again, using this to my advantage is definitely going to at least get me closer to the flag runner. Oh, I'm just going to have to chase him down this way. No.
The enemy has dropped the hammer.
Alright, so a couple of thoughts on that. A, it's good to be able to chase people down. B, it kind of still leaves you far away from the target as you are attempting to deal with them. People are using this all the time now. I'm not so crazy about that attachment, although I do need to test it. Now, this guy's sniping me. I'm going to go ahead and give him some airmail, something to think about. Where are you at, buddy? I don't know, I kind of lost him. There he is. So, I'm feeling like my role as an RC guy is to still be more defensive. Oops. Oh, he's taking me down real quick. But it looks like he grabbed a grenade with his leg. A lot of enemies are over by our flag right now. Oh!
The enemy has stolen the hammer.
Not good. Alright, my turret did him in, but I gotta find the enemy. I gotta chase him down. Now this is kind of a slow round. But hopefully my enemy is over here. Come on. Am I gonna run out of range?
The opposing team's hammer has been returned.
Yep.
The enemy has captured the
That's one of the
enemy has
weaknesses
stolen the
of the
hammer.
RC record rocket itself. I'm gonna have to manually chase this guy down.
Your team has taken the hammer.
What?
You have been smashed by the hammer.
How did he jump up on that? That's crazy right there. Nice move, guy.
Your team has the
Oh,
opposing
no.
team's hammer.
It's gonna be all up to my teammates to run this thing back. Because you just can't move and fight at the same time, so. Oh, there we go. Traded.
The
All right.
enemy has stolen
Well,
the hammer.
here we go again. Chase him down with the rocket.
Your team has taken the hammer.
Oh, big old hit. But then again, he is really far away. That's going to give him a lot of opportunities to go ahead and grab some sort of health pack. And now it's all up to my buddies here. I am going to take out the sniper, though.
Your team has dropped the hammer. The opposing team's hammer has been returned.
Alright, so the combination that you're talking about is actually working out there. Being able to burn the enemy down.
The enemy has captured the hammer.
And then go and attack him. So I might be able to pick apart the enemy a little bit.
You have taken the hammer.
And then actually finish him off with that reloaded weapon itself. Come on, guys. Hey, I'm right behind you. Seriously? Wow, you guys are focused.
The enemy has stolen the hammer. Your hammer has been returned. You have successfully
That's how
captured
you
the
do it, man. Woo! Nice. Oh, anti-sniping. Ha 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 ha. Oh, working well. Working really well right there.
hammer kill.
Oh,
Hammer
snap.
value has increased.
It's working out well. I mean, there's some disadvantages to it when we're talking about Jackhammer itself. Being able to actually kind of chase the enemy down is kind of hard. But let's see if we can't pick them apart and use it RC in kind of an aggressive mode here. Alright, so we got the enemy. He is firing a bunch of sniper rounds right here. He's running.
Enemy has stolen the
But I'm going to go ahead and burn him down. He's not going to live. Or he shouldn't. One hit, that'll take him out. Brings me up to 8 total. This guy's got a lot of HPs. Shoot! Ah, he got me. There's nothing really I can do here. Maybe I can help him out if I do this. Come on, come on.
Your team has
Nope.
dropped the opposing
Ah,
team's
burn him down. All I gotta do is finish him. Yes, there we go, there we go. We've burned him. Yes, yes, return. Oh, that was a very valuable hammer I just returned right there. Woo! What up, bud? How you like that? I'm not completely against the Pyro RC. I'm actually kind of liking it. It is a heck of a thing to use, though.
The enemy has stolen the hammer.
What I should probably do here is, after a little bit, is go ahead and compare it to what would be my standard
Your
build.
team has taken the hammer.
I'm not going to be able to catch this guy. It does give me an option. I got to kind of predict where this guy's going to go. I'm not going to get to him from here. Oh! That's not going to kill him. That is not going to kill him. And now I'm too low. But maybe I have an option. Maybe I have an option. Okay, here we go. Here's how it's going to work. So he's hiding back here, but I can get to him. I can get behind enemy lines. Oh, come on, use that health. Oh, man. Go figure, he didn't hit me at all. Help me! One! Well, let's go ahead. No, I'm actually going to keep testing it. I'm actually kind of a fan of the RC. It's just so fun. Oh, this guy's going to try to come from a really long distance away. I'm going to go ahead and take out your turret, but then I'm going to use the RC option to kind of do you in. Now, is he going to try to run around? Or is he going to try to climb up? He's going to try to climb up. So I got some fire on him. Now all I got to do is cook him down. I didn't get a lot. There we go. Finish him off with that elbow. There's still an enemy around. He's going left. He's going to try to come back. Nope, not going to work for you. A lot of D going on here. A lot of D, but I got to be able to get over there and kill the enemy. We'll set up that over here and kind of defend the left flank for them. Let's see if we can't pick apart the enemy. This might be a real advantage for the RC itself. Ah, ran out of distance. Now I've got to expose myself to get that rocket far enough out there. One down. There goes another. Got some help from a friend. Alright. So I'm going to have to set up camp over here. And get in there with the RC. Oh! That was a complete mistake right there. Manually detected, and I blew it up right in my face. How bad. It's alright. It's going to take you out.
Your team has dropped. The opposing team's hammer has been returned. The enemy has captured the hammer.
Ah. Stop to be friendly. But that's alright. It's casual anyhow. Come on, buddy. Quit running around. Come on, new broth wants some action. Okay, that works too. Bam. So far, I'm the only one to actually run back a hammer on my end.
The enemy has stolen the hammer.
Take care of that guy, no problem.
You have taken
Come
the
on,
hammer.
come on.
The enemy has dropped the hammer. You have returned the
Got it.
hammer.
Done well. Done well. Whew. I think I got lucky with that. Because I think that was a bad health pack right there. A lot of enemies down low. I don't have much
The enemy
health.
has stolen the hammer.
I'm going to have to win this again.
The enemy has dropped. You have returned the
Oh,
hammer.
oh, I think I might have gotten lucky there.
You dropped the hammer.
Are you kidding me?
Opposing team's
Oh, no.
The enemy
I
has
should have
dropped
just
the
smashed
hammer.
that guy. I had an
Your
option in
hammer
my
has
head,
been returned.
and I should have just smashed it. I should have just smashed it. Why did I do that? Alright, a lot of enemy over there, so I'm going to go ahead and try to use the rocket. That guy decided to teleport upwards. But I will take you out. Hello! Oh, you're dead. You're going to cook out. And if you don't, I'll finish you off myself. There we go, just like that. Using Jacob's combination. Now, so far it hasn't been too hard to actually get to the enemy's hometown. Not sure how I got that guy. Oh, that turret. But I ain't got health at all. Now I do. Are they behind me again? No, they're going for the flag. Come on. Okay, I want to leave that health pack. I'm going to need it. So far, I've been able to win a lot of the duels,
You have taken the
so that's
hammer.
been nice.
The enemy has stolen the hammer.
But I'm like the only one running flags. Not flags, hammers, you know how it goes. Offensive flags. I'm gonna go right up the middle here.
Successful hammer kill.
Sucker.
Your hammer value has increased.
Sucker! Oh, come on.
The enemy. You have returned the hammer. You dropped the hammer.
Yeah, well.
The opposing team's hammer has been returned.
There's only so much you can do when it feels like you're the only person on the other end of the map. Oh, well. It's getting a little frustrating at this point, but then again, you know, it's just casual. And
Your team has taken the
it's a little
hammer.
different. But then again, somebody here has actually gotten the
Your
flag
team has dropped the hammer.
and managed to die within 5
The
seconds.
opposing team's hammer has been returned.
Come on now. Connection interrupted. Uh-oh. And I'm going to use this to my advantage to squeak on out of here. Come on, buddy. Come on. What up? There we go. Serving him up a good one. Only 1 minute left. I'm not going to be able to win the map, but this one is for pride. Come on now. Yeah, I'm just running along. Just running along. Come on now. Nobody? Nobody?
You have successfully captured the hammer.
There we go. Done well. Could have been a little bit closer match if we had been a little bit more effective with the hammer there. And I got ripped off that one time. I didn't actually get ripped off. The guy just pulled off a really good elbow right at the end.
The enemy has dropped the hammer.
Gotta be careful launching that sucker. Something to keep note of.
Your hammer has been returned.
Ow! Jacob, your weapon hurts. Come on, anybody else want some of this? Yeah. Come on now. Ten seconds. 10 seconds. Nothing.
You have lost.
Alright, so there you have it again. An awesome kill to death ratio for that weapon itself. Slightly mildly effective when it comes to Jackhammer. I mean, it's a different aspect to it. You got to really think of how you're going to play with your friends as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this as part of one of my loadouts and then go on and test Chris's weapon as well, because I want to test Jacob's weapon on one of the 2 modes that he said that weapon really works out well. And I've already proven that it does actually work out pretty decently well. It gives you good options when it comes to Jackhammer, but maybe not the best options. Domination on Shattered. That should be a pretty good test of your weapon here, Jacob Wu. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. I was using it on Domination, however I noticed something about that, and that was that I couldn't actually assault the flag at the same time that I'm driving the RC rocket itself, so it kind of made it hard for me to be real effective.
Control point B.
Whereas this is a little bit different because there's going to be less people per flag. Obviously a bot over here that's just cooking down. And I'm going to go ahead and set up the turret right here and wait for the enemies to show up. And maybe collect some health. Nope. Keep them in front of there. Alright, no problem. Not too hard to trick out the ball.
Control point B is
But yeah,
captured.
as far as this weapon goes itself, it's pretty effective when you're referring to it and using it in that sort of fashion right there. Oh my gosh, am I up against all bots? Just about.
Control point C is captured.
It's gonna make your weapon look really good. Until all 3 bots swarm me at the same time with rocket launchers.
Control point lost.
But yeah, that's kind of the one thing I was thinking about this weapon, is that it's hard to move at the same time that you're driving it, because obviously you can't. So where do you set up shop to kind of fire off your rocket? You almost kind of need to be in a domination.
Control point C lost. Control point B.
You almost kind of need to be in a domination scenario to where you can actually be effective on multiple flags at the same time. Alright, so let's see if we can't get A here. Let's set up the turret right here. Let's see if anybody's coming for us. Now if I could figure out using the mini-map here, the little radar in the top right, I might be able to understand where the enemies are coming from and then chase them down before they get to me with the rocket, kind of intercept them. So I know there's some enemies over at B, so I'm going to hide behind the wall. I'm going to use the outer path here. See if I can't find somebody. Not sure where that guy went. Maybe he died. It's a bot, anyhow. Uh-oh! I was able to crash the rocket into the ground and still make use of it. But that could be pretty risky right there, especially if they're coming directly at you. Again, you just got to let go of that right trigger to get out of that. So. Hello, bot. What up? Is it still bots? Yeah, okay, we got a couple of players now. So let's see here. If I'm going to be standing here.
Control point A lost.
Where can I hide? Where can I kind of get out of the way and be effective on multiple flags? I got a player on C that I can defend from here. And a bot down low that looks like it might be looking at C. Sorry, it's not a bot, it's a player. Oh, and he's going to cook out big time. Since I have the laser system, I'm going to easily take him down. And it looks like I can get to B pretty easily from here too, which is what I'm going to do.
Your team is now halfway to victory.
Alright, so we got one guy jumping up top. He's my target. Oh, a direct hit. Nope, he's not going to last. Or he shouldn't. There he goes. He burns out. Now we got a couple of bots over here on C flag. Might have been more effective just to use the pulsar at this range, since I have a clear shot. Or drop down and fall off the cliff. Hello. We'll just elbow him. There we go. But even there, even where I'm up high kind of playing D, I'm not assaulting flags, so is it going to be better than just kind of a standard launcher that you fire and forget? I'm not really quite sure. But it is definitely fun.
The enemy is now halfway to victory. Control point B lost.
Take care of that. Now the sniper guy. Is he going to shoot me? Is he going to shoot me? Is he going to try to shoot me?
Is captured.
Yeah, he's going to shoot me. Rocket's kind of slow. You got to make sure you're behind something. Get some cover before you go and use it. I'm going to go ahead and place this down here to defend A, because that's where the enemy's coming from. Alright.
Control point B.
Thought I saw him up here. There it is. Hey, buddy. What are you shooting at? My turret? Are you alive? There you go. That seemed awfully laggy. Alright, I'm just going to use the pulsar weapon here to kind of take care of that sniper. That is always a good weapon for taking out snipers because it just interrupts them so much. But all the players seem to decide to go for A right there, so that's not working out too well. I'm feeling so-so about this weapon, but then again, I'm not a real RC user. I'm definitely somebody that likes to be aggressive when it comes to assaulting flags.
Control point B lost.
So let's see if I can use this strategically to kind of cook down B real quick and then work on assaulting it with my pulsar weapon. Uh-oh, stuff's getting in the way of my mouse. It's getting crazy. What? I thought I had an elbow in there. Nope, apparently not.
Control point A is captured. Control point B lost. Control point C is captured.
Alright, here we go. Enemy down low. I gotta remember that I can manually fire this off. So here we go. We're just gonna get close. Get them cooking. Just like that. That's the combination I want to use right there. Alright, so I was assaulting the flag from a distance there. This guy's coming in. So we're just gonna have to spray and pray. Use the turret to my advantage here. Put some elbow down. He's going to pop out though, and that is going to take him out. Make good use of that turret so far. Kill death ratio is actually it's always high when you're using these RC things. This guy here though, he's going to see me. But I've cooked him up. No, I got enemies behind me. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna work there. Whoop! Whoop! Alright. Well, there you go. We've now seen Jacob Wu's weapon here in about 2 different matches, 2 different scenarios, to kind of see how that all works out. It's definitely an effective weapon. You're going to have to think about where you can actually position yourself in these maps, kind of get used to using that RC rocket in such a way that it still leaves you open for opportunities to assault flags. Otherwise, you're going to be relying on your 3 teammates really to do all the flag capture for you. And since the respawn time isn't too terribly long, there does kind of come that opportunity to where people are just going to continually be assaulting those flags. But all in all, I'm thinking it's definitely an effective strategy, one of many. Alright, last but not least, Chris's weapon, aka Terrance, the crazy healing weapon. We're going to see how this works on Extraction Trailer Park. Why not? Healing, healing! I don't even know what happened there, but that's funny.
First score.
We'll get some health going, huh? Yeah, why not? So what I'm kind of doing is just
The enemy has scored.
single firing that, and so what I do is I hold on to the right click, and then when I fire the left trigger, I let go of both triggers, as opposed to... Alright, so I'm getting some health on myself here. Yeah, I'm relying a lot. No, 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 not good. Oh, I ran out of health and I jumped so I couldn't place my turret. Alright, let's see if I can heal. I'm terrible at healing, so...
You are the collector.
Okay, I'm the collector now. That works. Why not?
Score posted. You are in the lead.
I'm gonna have to figure out where I can actually put my healing turret. Uh-oh. There we go. One more. Woohoo! A little bit of health for me. Not enough to save my life.
Enemy score increased.
Alright, let's see if I can use this healer to an advantage. Alright, we've got the player down here. I don't know where you guys went. Ah! Nope, chase him.
Team leader
Ah. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, lots of health. Lots of health. Chase him down, readjust to where he's going. It's going to be pretty effective. We're going to see how long we can keep him alive. Hit him point blank. Yeah, get him in that health. Get in that health. Missed. Missed. Completely missed. This is crazy. I don't even know what to think about it. Full on health. No, don't worry about it. I got you. Now I gotta be offensive though. Ah! There we go. This is wild. This is like completely wild. But then again, getting all these health on the teammate here. Hey buddy! Max that health out. Max it out. You need more health. Oh no, I need more health. Uh-oh, he's running the shield. Crap.
Team leader solidified.
Help! Help! No! Using a healing weapon like that is just crazy. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like laser guidance or something. But the fact that it's... You know, it automatically pulls you into the RC aspect. It's just crazy. I know a lot of people like to use pulsers and stuff when it comes to healing people. Pulsers or rifles tend to be the go-to healing weapons. Oh yeah, let me get that buff. Oh, yeah, max me out. You know what you need? More health. Oh, a little extra 20% damage, and I didn't make any use of it. Come on. Track him down. Oh, let's assault the enemy flag carrier, shall we? Oh, he's got lots of health. He's got a shield on him. There we go. Running out of mouse pad, but
All captures remain.
gotta like move stuff around down here. Well, Chris, this is actually working out surprisingly well for what I thought it was gonna actually be. All right, so where's my teammates? Uh-oh, got a baddie coming.
3 captures remain.
Okay, I need health. I need health now.
2 captures
So what am I gonna do? That didn't heal me at all. That was. I thought I was gonna like super up my health, but didn't actually work. However, our team did very well there. So there you have it, Chris. I tested that weapon for you. It's kind of crazy, but there you have it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this extra long video here showing off many of the RC options that are available to you when it comes to launchers. If you found this video somewhat helpful or you just plain enjoyed it, that like button is really going to help me support my content, not to mention sharing it with my friends, because really the only way my channel grows here is by word of mouth. As always, guys, if you have a weapon build or weapon loadout that you want me to try, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and if I got the bluets to do it, I'll definitely give it a shot for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. I'll see you in the next episode. Brothgar out. Another thing I gotta get used to is the rate of fire for the standard rounds here. Let's drop a big old mortar on these guys. 2-shotting that guy right in the butt. No problem at all. Yeah, we got a long range engagement over here. I'm just gonna try to survive on the map here. There we go. Oh, should not have activated that high. I would have actually hit. Oh, missed my shot once again. That's alright.